I'm afraid of no ghosts.
Dang it. No. I don't know if this video even go up like that. Okay. I have I haven't been posting a lot of videos recently, and I acknowledge that a lot of the videos that I post, they take so long to come up that the seasons have changed around us by the time the videos come up. I do apologize because it is hard doing what I do, how I do it, the way I do it. I don't have a giant fan base like people do. I don't necessarily watch lots of mechanics, and I don't have a genuine shop to work from. And I am easily discouraged from trying to take on projects at home and then use them in videos. So people like Chris Fix or that old guy I used to see a lot of, I don't see things from him anymore. He wears the nice round glasses, and Scotty the Mechanic, I believe, is his name. Well, I just don't I don't have the resources that they do. I don't have the fan base that they do. And of course, I'm not gearing myself to try to solve all the world's problems. I'm just here to do a tool video here and there and let you know what I think of them. And there was somebody had posted a comment on one of my first videos, the Harbor Freight 301 piece toolkit. And he said, "This is the most unprofessional video I have ever seen." But it was also the most genuine, most honest, and most thorough video, and genuinely seemed to have appreciated my video. And that's kind of what got me started. It's kind of what got me started. And I really wanted to keep that alive. So, I mean, I haven't seen anything from that guy. I haven't went to his page or anything. I feel like that would be wrong. But it's been several years, I believe. And I don't know if this fan is alive or dead. I don't know if he considers himself a fan. I don't know if he's unsubscribed. But I appreciated, and I still remember to this day. I will remember on my deathbed the way the guy worded that message and was so genuinely moved by my video, and I appreciate it. And I want to take a minute and just discuss that everything we do on the internet, there's going to be an opinion about it. There's going to be a negative opinion. There's going to be a positive opinion. There's going to be backlash. There's going to be crickets. I post a lot of videos and there's no comments. I post a lot of videos and there's no likes. I post a lot of videos and it seems like they get shadow banned for one reason or the other. And, I don't take them down. Because if you come to my actual page, there's a chance you'll see it in a list if you look hard enough. I have videos for this and that just seem to be missing. But if I truly look, I can find them. The 301 piece toolkit is one of them. It was relatively difficult to find the other day. But I pulled it back up and read his comment again just because it meant so much to me. I get some comments sometimes, and I'm not the only one. Everyone that posts on YouTube gets dumb comments. But I received a comment the other day saying that I had an extremely unprofessional page. Why don't I just stop? Well, I wanted to go ahead and acknowledge it. right now because I just read it. It took it down. Here's the thing. I'm not professional. I'm not sponsored. I'm not bought and paid for. I'm the real deal. I'm not the biggest, baddest mechanic out there. And I'm not a grease monkey. I'm not a plumber anymore. Not any of those things. I am an American citizen that has reached the level of Tech 2 in a scale that only goes helper, technician, Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3, and Tech 4 is labeled Mastercraft. It is a simulated, experience yielded engineering level. So, I don't think the most of myself. I got a long ways to go. But I am pretty high up on the chain compared to the fact that when I was younger, my dad, tried to get me to help with things. And I wouldn't. I had no interest, didn't appeal to me, I wasn't helpful, and he'd ultimately tell me to go back to my room and play my video games. I had a son, and when the girl looked me in the eyes and said she was pregnant, I put my foot down. I started working harder than I've ever worked. I started looking every excuse, every which way I could to make more money. From there, I discovered that I could get into the maintenance field. I had asked about it a number of times, but I'd never gotten there. I'd been given advice a number of times, but I never got there. I was working at Bridgestone, America's Beto of Wilson, North Carolina. And I was complaining. I needed to get into maintenance. I needed to get into where the money was. I needed it so bad because maintenance in a factory is about as good of money as you can make most of the time. So, well, maybe not you, but me. No special college degrees, no special daddy money. So, I was on a forklift complaining to another guy on a forklift. I started stepping off my forklift. I was going to go to break, get me a nice cold Mountain Dew. I was mentioning that I've been trying for so long to get into maintenance, and now I really have to do it. This guy looks at me and he goes, well, stop your bitching and do it. And this guy was in maintenance. He was a nice guy. We talked quite often. And he said, just stop your bitching and do it. Go out there, quit your job, go into construction, do the lowest job you can do with hand tools. Show people you can work with tools, and they will give you chances to work with tools and knowledge. And you will gain knowledge, and you will gain experience, and you can end up in maintenance. I spent my lunch break and all of the breaks that I had for that 12-hour shift that turned into a 16-hour shift. I spent all of that time looking for a new job. And I reached out to my sister and told her, and between the two of us, I believe she helped me. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe she had a hand in that. I ended up at SPC Mechanical, Southern Piping Mechanical, Wilson, North Carolina, with a interview and a job offer the following day. And so I worked about another week with Firestone, and then I was coming up on my 4 days off. and it lined up perfectly. I told them I was leaving and that I would work whatever they needed me to for the next 2 weeks, and they were just like, you know what, don't worry about it. That's, after that 4 days off and all, we'll take care of it. Which, looking back, would suggest that they didn't need my help to begin with. They could have been on the verge of firing me for all I know. I know that I did a lot of bitching about how I wanted to be in maintenance, and I didn't really fit the demographic of people that were around me in what was the Bud Group temp service. So I left. I ended up with this Southern Piping Mechanical as a plumber's helper. And long story short, now I've been in the maintenance field for more than 6 years now. And I have experience and I have learned. And all of this comes back to that comment, why don't I quit? Because I'm not professional. When I clock in at my job, I'm professional to the best of my ability. When I clock in at my job, I do my job. When something's broken, I try my damnedest to figure out why, what we could do to prevent it the next time, and move forward to fixing it so that it runs. However, when I'm doing my channel, not necessarily your channel, but my channel, I'm doing it to help people like me, like you, if you're like me. I needed more money. I needed a quick fix to my life. That is no small task. And you can't just throw money at a situation in which you need more money. That doesn't make sense, but it's true. If I only had $1,000, I wouldn't need this or I wouldn't need that. Well, when you spend the money, it's gone. Cars break down, you need another one. Cars break down, you need to fix it. Cars break down, well, you still got to get to work that day. Rent's still due. Your house payment's still due. Your homeowner's insurance is still due. Your phone bill is still due. The baby still needs milk. No one is going to go through life without the need for money. And because of this, it occurred to me I could help people like me by giving them a genuine review of tools that I have genuinely used. I am so sick of the bullshit reviews you see on places like Amazon and eBay and Alibaba, where someone gets something in the mail and they go, "Oh, look, the package, gee, I love it, 5 stars." You know the reviews. You've seen them. We've all seen these reviews. All of us. We've seen those reviews where you scroll down to view who all has bought this and what did they actually get, and it's the fucking package, not even the product. No. And we've all seen these reviews that just look paid the fuck off. Read the Tool Bear. I don't mean anything at you, but I'm dropping Red the Tool Bear because I can think of him. Wrangle Star. Yeah, he's had things sent to him. AVE, while a very intelligent fuckaroony, and Canadian at that, a lot of the stuff that he tears apart on his channel, I can't help but feel like has been sent to him, which means after he's put it back together, he, like everyone else in that list of people that get free shit, can turn around and sell it for a little something. Even if there's not a genuine monetary gain, they save money or get to make a little something off of all this free stuff they get sent. The one free thing I have been sent since doing my channel was the cloak that I got for coincidentally being Norse pagan, and a pocket knife for doing a review in general of the Bara BB gun that I had purchased. So I don't have tons of free shit being sent to me. I don't get sponsorships or anything of the type, and I wouldn't have it that way. I like me being genuine. I don't want to have to curve my opinion of things to be able to tell you, do or don't buy this because there's dollar signs behind the camera cursing me. I'm not going to tell you to run to Harbor Freight because they have a sale. No. When something's going on sale, it's probably not been selling. I don't jump when things go on sale. I wonder why, and I look at the product. I try to touch things before I buy them because you can get the single bad one in a mass-produced pile of shit, and it still costed you money. So, like, I don't know how to say this because people buy guns over the internet now. The stupid is just, it's growing. But there are bad products, and there are products where some of the product is bad because of manufacturing or assembly or shipping damage. But there is bad quality, and I feel the need to give my opinion on the tools that I have purchased as I've worked my way through maintenance. And I do this because some of you out there need to buy a tool. And if you have been curious about that tool, you can type that tool in on YouTube and find someone like me, hopefully, even if it's not me, that is not fucking you with disinformation, lies, spam, propaganda, and under the table monetary gains. The 301 piece toolkit from Harbor Freight, the Pittsburgh kit, got 4 of them now. I paid for every damned one of them because no one wants to give me shit. Okay, I like the kit. That's just how it is. I want to give them away as Christmas presents because they are just perfect. I don't know how to expand on that without sounding like I've been paid off, but that's a good set. It's not Snap-on, it's not Blue Point or DuPont or whatever the fuck it is, but it does have a lifetime warranty. It does turn the nuts and bolts and things that it needs to turn, and you make money with it, and it works. And it's been working for me for a long time. People that have dropped $10,000, $15,000, $30,000, $50,000 in their tools because they have Snap-on written on them, have the word stupid tattooed on their forehead. Okay? When you have to pay $200 and something for one set of Allen wrenches because it says Snap-on, it's the Gucci of the tool world, and you're a fool like that hoe on the street covered in gold that says Gucci. We laugh at you, okay? You're gonna have broken tools just like everybody else. And in my time working in maintenance, I have seen many a broken Snap-on tool. And I will honestly give y'all a good amount of leadway here. Probably 30 to 35% of the tools that I've seen that were Snap-on that were broken probably broke due to extreme fatigue and old age. Well, you can probably assume that big thing is that because they were still paying it off for 10 years, that's why they've used it for 10 years. In which case I can go pick something up in a place like Harbor Freight about every 2 or 3 years and still nowhere near pay the amount of money they've spent, and it doesn't break because after it's starting to wear that badly, I just fucking replace it. I don't have to cling to it because it's my Gucci. Well, I'm not here to attack Snap-on. If you find a Snap-on tool at a good deal and it works for you, that's fine. Okay, it's stupid to spend $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in tools and have a quarter of the tools in your box that someone else might have, and therefore you are limited with what you can do with these tools, and you're still spending far more money That's not turning a profit for you as a maintenance man or a businessman. But you do you. I wanted to help people like me that maybe they've spent their entire childhood ignoring their father's advice, or doing what they wanted to do. Maybe they've been a real hard ass or dumbass their whole life, like me. Or maybe they didn't have a father wasn't there. Or maybe it's a female, and just the father's influence was never right there with it. Come on, daughter, come, this is how you do a transmission. So I just thought people could know that I'm genuine, because I don't know all the technical names and terms for things, and I haven't went around item to item, tool for tool, part to part, bolt to bolt, screw, table, and chair and all, and said, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What do we call that? What do we call that? What do we call that? Now, I don't know all the terms for a lot of things, but I know that if I'm showing it in my video, I've probably used it. And if I've used it, I've tried to give it a while. And then I try to give you, like, this is how I've used it, or this is how I've also used it, or I've needed to use it this way because of this, and this was my success rate, And I feel that it comes across genuine. I'm genuine. I have no intention of stopping this channel because one person tells me that I look unprofessional or I sound unprofessional. I'm not trying to sell you anything. You don't need to know the exact terminology for this part, because you're not going to go off and buy it because of what I said. If you go off and buy it, it's because you, 1, see it and have the money, 2, have the need for it, and 3, have understood that it's not a gimmick and that it actually does work, or it'll at least get you your money back with the work that you're doing. It's not because I'm going to get a kickback. So I don't need to be that level. And I'm doing all of this for free or at my own detriment. There are days like today when I'm going to be up 20-ish hours. And instead of trying to take a nap with a timer or a clock at my ear to wake me up in an hour or two, I spent 4 hours filming a video to tell you about don't buy Google Pixel. That is a tool, a device, a not so handy piece of equipment that people will spend money on. I've spent money on it. I've dealt with it. And it's one of the few things that when I start talking about it, it just about comes across as an absolute rant for how bad I hate it. But I did that because I love you guys. I love the other me's out there. People just trying to get by who genuinely need a little information about what they're about to put money towards. And, maybe my advice is, if you're in this niche, go for it, and if you're in this niche, don't. Maybe my advice is about a firearm and not a socket wrench. Maybe my advice is about spark plugs and not an airline. And so you can't use the information right now. But maybe you look back at it in a year and a half because you're buying your first firearm, because you're, about to be a father and you want your family safe. Or maybe you need to replace the airlines in your shop because they've started to dry rot. And you remember, I've said something about Diablo, and you started taking a look at the amount of air hose I had and how I had it set up, and maybe that's a great setup to you. I don't know. But you can. And if you do, Godspeed. My videos are here to attempt to advise and help people, but I don't have a God complex for this. I'm not making money off this, and I'm not going to advertise, do sponsorships, or beg people for money. And if you've remembered my old videos, I used to say, if you see advertisements on my videos, let me know. Google has started superimposing their own advertisements in videos regardless, and there's nothing I can do about that. Used to, there was a button you could hit, the monetize button, and you would make money off of your videos because of Google's ads. Now they're just anywhere irregardlessly, and you're demonetized because that's a firearm. So fuck you. And that's just how it is for me. But I wanted to help, the little bit that I can for the few people out there that need it. Maybe it's a single mother of 3 that really needs a emergency kit for her car, or a jump box. Maybe it's a up-and-coming 16-year-old who has a broken down jalopy of a vehicle, has never done an oil change or a spark plug change and tune-up, and they don't know what they're doing, but they know that getting this car on the road is their first step towards being able to get an actual job while they're still in high school, start putting money back to live their expensive life here in America. I'm hoping to help people. Bringing me down, which negative comments don't do, but bringing me down only hurts the people who truly need a little bit of advice or a little bit of forethought. Now, again, I don't have a God complex on this, and anyone else, Chris Fix included, Scotty the Mechanic, can help telling you, this is how you do this or this is how you do that. But I wanted to fill that niche little spot where these are tools, not this is how you do things. And I started branching with the firearms and how to do tune-up. I hope that it was helpful. Because, I don't upload all the time, but I've done a crap load of tool videos to the point where now it's like I have tons of tools I can review that just don't have names on them. I don't know where you'd buy them. And I can't really give an honest, genuine review because it's just, this is wrench. I don't know what to say about that. So I'm helping in other ways, but I am going to be purchasing more tools in the future. And with that, I would like to remind people, I've said it before, comment. What kind of tools would you like reviews on? I will purchase them for you, and I will try to find ways to use them, and I will let y'all know. I am in a position where I am still definitely struggling as a father, a single father, a typical white man in an America in which cops are evil, and because your skin is white, you yourself are a monster. I am, going through quite a lot. But I'm never going to be but so busy. When I have time to make a video, I will do it, and I will do it for you and anyone else who needs my help. I appreciate the time you've spent watching me defend myself against that particular comment. I hope that people understand where I come from, and I do want to help more. If there are videos that y'all truly need, things that y'all genuinely seem to be struggling with, please reach out, let me know. If it's in my wheelhouse, I will. I know programming, I know ladder logic, I know troubleshooting, I know electrical controls, I know diagrams, I know plumbing. I am a general knowledge tech 2. There's a lot of things that I can help with that I can guide you through over the phone or through YouTube. I'm more than happy to make a video, so just let me know. And let me know about the kinds of tools that you need, because I'm always looking to add tools to my arsenal. And while I'm adding my tools to my arsenal, it does not hurt to give you my opinion or my experience with them. Alas, I'm running out of time, and the phone is once again trying to overheat. It's flashing. I want you to know that I truly hope that y'all are staying safe out there, and have a great night.